Hi, my name is Vanessa Beasley, and I'm Dean of the Martha Rivers Ingram Commons. During the spring of 2016, and after a campus-wide call for nominations, the faculty heads of house here on the Ingram Commons made a decision. We were all going to read Andrew Maraniss's book, Strong Inside, as our summer reading for the class of 2020. What that means is that over the summer, we sent a book to each one of our incoming students. And it was sent with a letter where I encouraged them to read the book, to learn more about this place that they'd chosen to come to college, even before they got here, and to think hard about the role they wanted to play on campus once they'd arrived. I also told them that we'd be having opportunities for discussion along the way, and that I couldn't wait to hear what they thought about being strong inside. During the summer, it was our job to read the book, and I mean all of us. Upper-class students from across the university, and particularly those in leadership positions, shared with me that they were going to read the book too. And they wrote me really moving emails about their experience after they'd read it, and how they were recognizing themselves in some of the situations that they read about in the book, and also how they wanted to be part of the discussion that we'd have in the fall with the newest members of our community. And then it was our job to welcome those new members and to start the discussions. We did that in a variety of ways. Sometimes we would just make sure that we had programs that were available to all students on campus. This included a wonderful program where we had performances from students who had interpretive dance and rap and other ways of thinking about their reactions to Strong Inside. Another really important occasion was when we had an opportunity to tour North Nashville with our partners, the Black Cultural Center and the Office of Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion. We spent the day with members of the North Nashville community where Mr. Wallace grew up. We had freedom riders with us on the buses, telling their own story of the 1960s and the time that we read about in the book, hearing their stories and learning about their experience, seeing that place in a new way through their eyes. We also had an opportunity in September to invite Mr. Wallace and Mr. Godfrey Dillard, his classmate and teammate, back to campus. I'll never forget what it was like to sit around the dinner table and hear current students talk with Mr. Wallace and Mr. Dillard about the work that they had done, with deep appreciation, but also about the work that still remains. We convened weekly in our visions groups to talk about the themes from the book. Sometimes those themes were about the stories we'd read in the book, and sometimes those themes were about the way we see these issues still interacting and working in our own lives. Themes like narrative and identity and resilience. How do you stay strong inside, whatever your story is? We also had occasion to hear from some faculty experts on topics such as the history of the civil rights movement, the history of nonviolent resistance, the level of participation that we can see at any time in social movements. And we had wonderful discussions amongst ourselves about the connections between the past, the present, and the future. Here's the thing, we're not finished talking about Strong Inside and the stories that we still want to tell about ourselves and how we still want to listen to each other tell those stories. If you go to the ViewScepter blog through the Ingram Commons, you'll see that the ViewScepter leaders themselves have written their reactions to Strong Inside. I'd invite you to go there and read their reactions and make your own comments. We want to hear from you. We want to hear how you connected to the story and what we can do together to make Vanderbilt a stronger community.